Owning a Toyota is rewarding, it's affordable, and long-lasting. But for beginners, keeping it in great shape can feel confusing. What should you check? How often? If those questions have you scratching your head, don't worry. Today, I'm breaking down the basics of Toyota maintenance. No mechanic skills or fancy tools required. These tips work for every Toyota, whether it's brand new or has a couple of 100,000 miles on it. Stick till the end, as I will share one crucial advice that will boost your car's resale value, even if it is 25 years old. First things first, let's pop open the hood. You'll usually find the hood release handle on the driver's side, near your left knee. Pull it, and the hood will pop up slightly, but it won't fully open yet. Almost every Toyota has a second safety latch under the hood. Lift the hood a little, feel for the latch, and push or pull it to release. This extra step makes sure the hood doesn't fly open while you're driving. Once it's open, you need to keep it safely in place. Some Toyotas have gas struts that hold the hood up by themselves. Others use a manual prop rod that you slot into place. Over time, those gas struts can get weak, and if they fail, the hood could slam shut. And trust me, it's heavier than you think. If your struts are worn out, replace them as soon as you can. If you're waiting for new ones, a safe temporary fix is a hood shock clamp made for that purpose. Never use random sticks, mops, or tools. They can slip, and that's dangerous. Checking your engine oil. Now that the hood's open, let's check one of the most important fluids in your Toyota: engine oil. Oil keeps all the moving parts in your engine smooth and cool. If it's too low, your engine can overheat or get damaged. Check it every 2 weeks with these steps. Start the engine for a minute or two, then turn it off and wait a minute. Open the hood and find the dipstick. It's usually yellow or black. Pull it out, wipe it clean, then push it back in fully. Pull it out again. The oil level should be between the low and full marks. If the oil's low, just add the right type. You'll see it printed right on your oil cap, or you can check your Toyota's owner manual. Pour it in slowly, a little at a time. 1 quart is usually enough to go from the low mark to full, so don't dump in too much at once. Here's a good rule to follow. Change your oil every 5,000 miles, or at least 6 months if you don't drive much. If the oil looks really dark or you spot shiny metal flakes in it, it's time for fresh oil right away. And pay attention to how fast the level drops. If you're losing about half a quart in just a few hundred miles, that's not normal. That could mean you've got a leak or your engine's burning oil. If that happens, it's time to let a mechanic take a look before it turns into a bigger problem. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Now, engine oil isn't the only thing your car needs to stay healthy. There are a few other fluids that deserve your attention: brake fluid, transmission fluid, coolant, power steering fluid, and even windshield washer fluid. Checking and topping these up regularly keeps your car running smoothly and safely. Let's talk about coolant. The stuff that keeps your engine from overheating. Most Toyotas have 2 places related to coolant, and this can confuse beginners. Radiator cap. You'll see a warning that says, "Never open when hot." And yes, they mean it. Opening it when the engine is hot can send boiling coolant spraying out, which can cause serious burns. Coolant reservoir. This is a smaller, clear plastic container near the radiator. This is where you should check and add coolant. A lot of people think you have to open the radiator cap to check coolant levels. Most of the time, you don't. Just look at the reservoir. If the fluid is between the minimum and maximum lines, you're fine. If it's low, add more. Important tip: always use the coolant type recommended for your Toyota. Mixing different types can damage your engine. And remember, never open the radiator cap on a hot engine. The cooling system can be under pressure up to 15 psi, and the coolant can get as hot as 210 degrees Fahrenheit. Opening it too soon can cause dangerous burns. Also, If you like to give some extra attention to your car, then Toyota's genuine super long life coolant is designed to last up to 100,000 miles or 10 years in new vehicles before the first change. That's one of the longest lifespans of any factory coolant. After that, it should be replaced every 50,000 miles or 5 years to keep your cooling system in top shape. Next up, transmission fluid. This is what keeps your Toyota's gears shifting smoothly without jerks or slips. Different transmissions use different fluid. Automatic, CVT, and even Toyota's sportier dual clutch systems each need their own specific type. So before adding anything, always check your owner's manual. How to check your transmission fluid. First, find the transmission dipstick. In most Toyotas with a traditional automatic, it's toward the back of the engine bay near the firewall. Some newer models, especially with CVTs, don't have a dipstick at all. They're sealed systems that only a mechanic can service. If you do have a dipstick, warm up the engine and keep it idling in park on level ground. Pull the dipstick out, wipe it clean, and insert it back fully. Pull it out again. The fluid level should be between the minimum and maximum marks. Checking the fluid's condition. Put a drop of the fluid on a white paper towel. If it is bright reddish pink, then the fluid is healthy. If it is brownish red, then you need to change it. Whereas if it is dark brown or black with a burnt smell, then it is a bad sign. If it's just brownish red, schedule a fluid change soon to keep your transmission healthy. But if it's dark brown or black, stop driving long distances and have a mechanic inspect it immediately. It could mean the transmission is overheating or parts are wearing out inside. Now, another condition to inspect is if the fluid is low, you might have a leak. Look under your Toyota. Red stains usually mean transmission fluid, while black stains are more likely engine oil. If you think there's a leak, keep an eye on it daily and get it checked quickly. When topping up, always use the exact Toyota-approved fluid and add it through the dipstick tube with a narrow funnel. The wrong fluid can seriously damage your transmission. Many Toyota models with CVT, like the Corolla and RAV4, use Toyota Genuine CVT FE fluid, which can last up to 100,000 miles under normal driving before the first change. But heavy towing or stop-and-go driving can shorten that interval dramatically. Moving on to brake fluid. It might not get as much attention as oil or coolant, but it's just as critical for your Toyota's safety. Unlike coolant, it doesn't expand or shrink much with temperature. Instead, the level drops slowly as your brake pads wear down. How do you know it's time for fresh fluid? Watch out for a brake pedal that feels soft or spongy, longer stopping distances, or a brake warning light on your dashboard. You can also check the color. Fresh brake fluid is clear or light amber, while old fluid turns dark and murky. Toyota generally recommends changing it every 3 years, but always follow your manual for your specific model. Changing it yourself. If you're up for some hands-on work, here's the basic idea. Safely lift your Toyota and remove the wheels to access the bleeder valves on the brake calipers or drums. Start with the wheel furthest from the master cylinder. Attach a clear hose to the valve, loosen it, and have someone press the brake pedal to push out the old fluid. Keep the master cylinder topped up as you go. If air gets in, you'll have a much bigger job on your hands. Repeat for all 4 wheels. Refilling and bleeding. Close all valves, then fill the master cylinder reservoir under the hood with the recommended fluid. For most Toyotas, that's DOT3 or DOT4. Don't overfill. To get rid of air bubbles, repeat the press open close process until the fluid runs clear at each wheel. When you're done, the brake pedal should feel firm and responsive. Take your Toyota for a short, safe test drive to confirm everything's working as it should. According to Toyota service data, brake fluid with just 3% water content can lower the boiling point enough to cause brake fade under heavy use. That's why regular changes matter, even if the fluid looks fine. Toyota Genuine Brake fluid is specially formulated to resist moisture absorption, which helps maintain better braking performance over time. Next is power steering. Fluid Only older Toyotas with hydraulic steering need this check. Most newer models have electric steering with no fluid. If you have a reservoir, match the fluid level to the hot or cold marks based on engine temperature. Low fluid, top it up, and watch for leaks. Whining when turning the wheel usually means fluid is low, so refilling before the pump gets damaged. On hydraulic systems, Toyota advises checking the fluid every 50,000 to 70,000 miles and replacing it if dark or burnt. Now, engine air filters are easy DIY swaps. Check the air box under the hood. If the filter's gray or clogged, replace it. Toyota suggests inspecting every 15,000 miles and replacing around 30,000 miles. Cabin air filters clean the air you breathe inside. Found under the hood or behind the glove box, they should be replaced yearly, or if airflow is weak, musty. If you're using Toyota cabin filters, they trap particles as small as 0.3 microns, which is 200 times thinner than a human hair, which maximizing the performance, fuel economy, and air quality. Moving on to another critical part, the car battery. If your Toyota struggles to start, your 12-volt battery might be the culprit. This battery powers the starter and electronics, so low voltage means no crank. To check it, grab a multimeter. With the car off, red leads to positive, black to negative, and below 12.4 volts means it's getting weak. Keep the battery clean. That greasy film you see is normal vapor, but it can slowly drain the battery if left. Spray with water. Wipe with a microfiber cloth, wear gloves, and remove any white corrosion with a brush or cleaner. Batteries can last 5 to 6 years, but with good care, some Toyota owners see 7 years of life, especially in mild climates. Now, close the hood and move on to a major safety component in your car: tires. Most last 5 to 7 years depending on driving. Use the penny test. If you see all of Lincoln's heads, replace them. Rotate every 5,000 miles for even wear, unless your Toyota has different sized front and rear tires. Proper tire pressure boosts safety, fuel economy, and tire life. Check the PSI on the driver's door sticker. Use a gauge and top up with a pump or portable compressor. According to Toyota's own safety data, underinflated tires can cut fuel efficiency by up to 3% and increase blowout risk, so monthly pressure checks are worth it. Now beginners, you must understand that keeping your car clean isn't just for looks. It's an easy way to protect its value. Regular washes remove dirt, salt, and bird droppings that can damage paint and cause rust, while a yearly wax adds a protective layer against sun and weather. Inside, vacuuming and wiping surfaces keep upholstery fresh, prevent odors, and make the car feel newer for longer. A well-kept Toyota not only runs better, it looks better to buyers. Clean paint and a fresh interior can add hundreds, even thousands to your car's selling price because it shows you've cared for it. If you're enjoying this video, consider watching this one, where I've explained every warning light coming on your Toyota's dashboard.